What's going on, guys? Happy Friday. Twintuitive 717 back with another reading. Let's quickly dive into the Divine Masculine's energy. And we'll do a quick checkup on a Friday afternoon. Universe, please provide clarity to those who will find the reading. There could be something in the title that's already resonating with you. What does your masculine want to communicate to you, Divine Feminine? Okay, so they feel that reunion energy, or they strongly feel that there is a soul tie to you. I feel like this has a lot to do with that reset energy I've been talking about in previous readings, where the ball's in the Divine Masculine's court in terms of a lot of the longing for the Divine Feminines. I feel like the separation, it's strongly felt by the Divine Masculine collective at this time, because I feel like all of the clarity lies with the Divine Feminine. Many of your masculines could be longing to be in your presence, because I feel like a lot of what they're experiencing or going through, only you would understand, or the language they would use, only you would understand. Or what I'm hearing for some of you, it's like the bond that you share with this Divine Masculine, it's like they wouldn't even have to say a lot for you to be like, it's okay, I get it, or you don't have to explain yourself. They miss feeling comfortable in your presence or relaxed. Right now, they don't feel very relaxed. Let's see what's in the cards here, okay? So they could be going through a lot of growth, which we know feels uncomfortable. It's like a snake shedding its skin. It's a painful process, but they don't understand at this time that it's probably for their highest good. I feel like letting go could be really uncomfortable to many of your masculines right now. There's a lot that's being projected as well at the feminine collective, but just make sure that you guys are aware that these just are projections, illusions. Protect your energy. Many of you have been getting multiple messages around like either shielding your energy or grounding yourself in some way as your Divine Masculine goes through a lot of these changes, because you see how soul tie here is coming up. As they inch closer and closer to this reunion energy, which is wanting some kind of contact with you, they want to be vulnerable with you in some way. And the thing is about these whole twin flame connections, I feel like the major thing that stands out on these journeys is that is not only you two aware of this connection and a lot of this growth that you two are going through, it's the people around you as well. And I think that what's happening right now is like many people around the Divine Masculines are noticing that they're missing you, they're craving you. And the strange connection that you two have that seems to always withstand time and circumstances, I feel like a lot of people are starting to notice that as well, okay? So many of you are seeing a lot of energy projected at you. Many of you may feel the need to just be more private. It's like you feel eyes on you. There's a lot of people curious about your energy, Divine Feminine, because they want to know who it is that has such a profound effect on this Divine Masculine. Many of your masculines may be going through similar endings that they've tried to initiate in the past, but it hasn't panned out, it hasn't worked out. And I feel like many of them could be cycling around right back to those endings again, and people are starting to see that, oh, it has something to do with this Divine Feminine. And then I feel like other people's energy could be like, what? Again? Like, I thought that was done, or I thought that that was over. But no, I feel like, no, it's very clear that it is, it's not. In fact, this connection's getting ready to go through some kind of rebirth or a reset, okay? Celebration, gifts, abundance. Here it is again with a lot of these gifts opening up for you too. And telepathy, I think, has a lot to do with it. And the reason it's coming off as abundance and gifts is because, like, your person, your Divine Masculine, they don't feel abundant or like they can manifest without your energy. And that's something really repetitive that's been coming up as well, which is why they feel this desire or this need to connect with you strongly at this time. Many twin flames are waking up and realizing this, like Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. You may not like it, but there's something about this person that you have to move in harmony with. And a lot of the times that comes with forgiveness, it comes with healing, it comes with having to circle right back around to that table and make some kind of peace. And you can avoid it because you feel their energy. And if their energy is stagnant, this mirror effect happens. The reflection, the projection, many of you feel it. So you're pushed into this state of finding peace within yourself so that you can either forgive, release, or let go in some way. So I feel like a lot of that is happening right now with the collective, okay? Many of you are moving out of this energy which you've been in for quite some time without one another. Separation has been a big thing, prolonged separation, just going crazy without one another. The energy has been so intense between the divine masculine and feminine, and it all has to do with, I need to get out of this energy. Like, I feel lack, I feel doubt, I feel fatigued, I feel like there's no clarity, there's no direction. It's because you feel that block from the one thing that you desire the most. So you're not really being authentic. And when you're not being authentic, then I feel like your soul feels stifled or suffocated. And that's how I think that many of the divine masculines have been feeling. But it's their, lesson to go through. It's that recognition of that feeling, like their back's up against the wall, I need to break through. That's what I feel like a lot of them are going through in this rebirth energy here. Okay, so communication is coming through because a lot of your divine masculines need that flow back, that stability back. Okay, a lot of you in the divine feminine energy, you've been suffering a lot with like speaking your truth. Many of you are having clarity on like what to say, the right words to say. I feel like expression, creativity has been blocked. Many of you, again, with the reflection in the mirror here, the broken mirror, many of you are seeing that the more that you release, the more that you are open and letting go, letting things unfold naturally, letting go of control issues in this connection. I feel like the more your gifts come back, the more you're into the flow of things. You start feeling that shift even in like your home, in your work, in your energy itself, in your mood. Many of you are starting to find stability and clarity again because you're shifting away or moving away from like the negative energy, okay? Longing for one another, resenting one another for longing for each other, right? Resenting each other for this love, right? Let go of control issues. A lot of people wanted you two to be like, to consistently go through this energy of like resentment, okay? And the reason I feel like that backfired on the karmic collective is because like it's the worst idea to try to keep twin flames apart, because I mean they're just going to go insane without one another's energy. It's like trying to put out the flame within someone, trying to put out the life within someone. That's what the divine masculine and the divine feminine have been going through. And I feel like both of them equally are starting to let go of, like, just the letting go in itself. Letting go of control issues is like letting go of how things will unfold, letting go of what I thought of you, letting go of the past, letting go of, what we've been through. Just completely letting all of it go. I feel like a lot of the karmics wanted you guys to keep holding these inner grudges, right? Going on social media and looking back on all of these pictures, replaying a lot of the trauma, a lot of the betrayal, a lot of that stuff. I feel like the universe was just like, no, it's not happening. Okay? Many of you are no longer in this energy of being triggered by those situations. It's like you have a blindfold on to the karmic collective. Many of you are being gifted with this presence, this strong energy of like, I don't give a fuck. Okay, I don't give a rat's ass about what's going on. So when you really genuinely feel like that, it's like nothing can pull or tug on your energy. And that's what I feel like that big release had to do with. It was a lot of you were like, I'm just gonna let this unfold however it needs to unfold. I'm not gonna long for anybody. I'm not gonna crave anybody. Like, I'm not going to hold on to timelines and like wonder when. A lot of you took a big break from listening to like tarot and oracle and oracle messages, like pick a card readings, all of this stuff. And many of you started taking back control, of your life, being more intentional with, what do I need to do for myself? Like, how do I regain my strength? How do I regain my energy? And all of that plays a huge role in ascension. The more you detach, the more you shed, the more you let go of, the more your vibration lifts. And if you two are mirrors, one soul on this journey, your masculine cannot avoid ascension. If you lift, they lift too, right? If you let go of this journey, if you let go of them in their karmic ways, they let go of the karmic. Right? That's why many of you go through this whole motion of feeling like it's a false twin or your divine masculine's a karmic or whatever the case is. It's because the universe is screaming at you that you're not supposed to be in a third wheel situation, because then you have somebody else's energy affecting you, right? So I feel like the goal was detachment for many of us on this journey who found ourselves, you know, meeting our twin, and then whether or not you were in a third party and then met them and there was that karmic circle there, or they, you know, you were with someone, you left that person, then they went and got with someone, or vice versa. You met them, they were with someone, and then, you know, the energy was heavy there. So I feel like it's like this big shift in the collective where many of you are really just moving forward and letting it all go. And the reason I'm laughing is because I feel like there is this big, I don't know what else to do with the karmic collective. A song I channeled for the karmics was Ghost by Fifi Dobson. And I'm trying to remember the part of the song where I was like, oh shit, that's the universe really dishing some shit right there. But it was, I think it definitely heavily screamed like karmic energy. But I feel like the overall ending happened because, like, for a lot of you, because you let go of control issues and you started to let this unfold naturally, I feel like what ended up happening in the karmic situations was that they saw how much your masculines genuinely cared for you or loved you. Because I'm telling you guys, like, the separation, it really took a toll energetically on the divine masculines, like, especially if many of them may have been intimate or vulnerable with you in some way, and they really did exchange that feeling of like, I love you, or I'm in love with you. Like, I'm not afraid to say it, I'm not afraid to admit it. Maybe you might have told them the same in return, and it's like they can't shake that. Like, they can't get away from how good that energy exchange was. Okay, so for a lot of the karmic collective, they saw this masculine getting way too close. That's what the song talked about. For a lot of these karmics, they were okay with these divine masculines, you know, having this whole experience of being drawn to another person, but it's like they didn't bank on them falling in love, right? A lot of these karmics were in this kind of slack energy of like, okay, you could do what you want, you could, you know, go off and like have all of these, but as long as you come back here, type of thing. As long as like I'm like the main kind of, you know, the main squeeze type of energy. And I feel like a lot of you in the divine feminine energy, although it was cringe to find yourselves caught up in these dynamics because of that twin flame pull, I feel like it couldn't be avoided. But many of you understood the assignment, you understood the lessons, you know, and so you pulled away. I feel like what a lot of the karmic collective wasn't banking on was like the divine masculines feeling this pull towards you, right? It had nothing to do with you, you know, the money or like, you know, the way you look or whatever. I feel like nothing could hold the divine masculine or pull the divine masculine's attention or feelings or emotions away from you. That's what the karmic collective is waking up to. No amount of money, no amount of, you know, trying to flash yourself like, you know, these kind of celebrities here. I feel, do you guys ever see that too, where it's like everybody's looking like a Kim Kardashian, or everybody starts doing their makeup and everybody starts trying to look like these Instagram filters in real life, like contouring their makeup and all of that stuff, especially for the divine feminine energies. And I feel like that kind of like the chasing after that is what I feel is this big kind of shattering of the karmic collective. Like a lot of the divine masculines are like, they can't seem to hold on to that image anymore of what that karmic collective looks like. Okay, so that illusion too, I think is fading away. Okay, so the divine feminines are being recognized for their souls. Your soul is beautiful. Your energy, what you bring to the table in terms of your energy. I feel like you could walk into a room and you turn heads, and many of you could be like, okay, why is everybody staring at me? Like, do I have something in my teeth? Do I have a booger? Like, you know, many of you might be like, I just got back from like the gym. I know for a fact that I smell like sweat and stink right now. Like my hair is a mess, but people will just stare at you. You know, it's because of the energy that you bring. Your energy is sexy is basically what I'm trying to get at. And many of you may not even realize it or know it. And I feel like for some of you, like, not in like a sexual way or like a deviant perverted way, but I feel like whoever you are, you're attractive to both men and women. Like you get the attention of both men and women, but not again in a perverted way. It's just like that energy is just there. People, like women might just like your style. They might like the way you dress, and men might find you attractive or sexy, or like whatever the case is, right? So yeah, that's what I'm getting. But anyways, guys, on to the next card here. It is time to disconnect from the world. And that's why many of you are getting, you know, letting go of control issues and letting this unfold naturally. It is time to let go. The retreat card to me represents allowing the karmic collective to align with where it needs to be. And part of that is really disconnecting from what's going on in the 3D, in the physical world, and paying more attention to your twin flame connection and the spiritual. What are the dreams showing you? What are the synchronicities showing you? Can you practice detachment? Can you practice being happy for this person from afar, allowing them to work through whatever relationships, karmic cycles, contracts, whatever it is they have, and wish them well? Because you, as the divine feminine, you're rising above the 3D. You're realizing that that power or that connection or that romance or that pull, it's extremely way more powerful in the spiritual and has a lot more effect on the 3D. When you build it in the spiritual, you'll start seeing the the kind of repercussions of what happens when you're able to hold that vibration or hold that thought of your person, despite what you see with the illusions going on. If you can manage to like align your thoughts with like letting go of control. Okay, this is what the situation is at this time. Maybe it's for in its highest good for everybody. I'm just going to let it go. A lot of the karmic collective are banking on you guys to be in that resentment energy because it drains you, and it drains you both of, oh, sorry, I burped there. It drains you both of that kind of life force that's really needed to get a lot of shit done that you're meant to do, that your soul is really craving to do. All right, guys, so that's what I have for you for this one. I hope you've enjoyed. Take it easy, and I'll catch you guys in the next one, okay? Bye, guys.